Hi guys. Well, there is no image stabilization on a GoPro 4, so I'll just try to walk more carefully. We just had the birds out in the grass. Melanie and I do take them out a lot, so they're doing alright. I just emptied the truck. It rained this morning, so we got a late start today. I just emptied the truck, and then Melanie and I spread mulch along the tomato row and the pepper row, and then the last of the truck bed I put over here in the end of that walkway. So we have another whole truckload over there in the pile, which will cover the last 2 planting rows when we're done. So that works out. Actually, no, this was a partial truckload. So that mulch there will cover the last of the walkway and the planting rows, and then we'll distribute the rest among the middle of the plants to heap it up thicker to prevent weed growth in between the rows. So I've got enough mulch to do this entire garden back to Eden style. Mulch it up good and thick and stop any weed growth and retain moisture. It's supposed to rain again around 4 or 5 this afternoon, and I'm hoping it does, because unbelievable, this soil here. You'd never know it rained this morning. Look at this. You wouldn't know it rained hard last night and this morning. Look at that. There's no moisture. An inch down before you get moisture. The first inch is already baked dry. It's just so brutal. The sandy soil drains. It rained all night. Seriously. You can't tell that here. And it rained this morning. It rained all morning. As soon as that sun comes out, it was out a bit ago. It's patchy. Well, there's some patchy spots, this blue here and there, but it's mostly cloudy. But that's all it takes to scorch that ground. Sap the moisture right out of it. So, I don't know if our mung beans are going to grow or not. If they have any hope. Oh yes, yes, look at that. Look at that, oh yeah. Our work is paying off. Look at that, guys. The mung beans are coming out. When they get a little bigger, we'll mulch a little bit more thickly here, because here we just loosely mulched. Yeah, look at that. The mung beans are coming. That was a job, because we sprouted them and they're so fragile. There's another. They're so fragile when they're sprouts because the ground bakes dry so fast out here. My fear was that they would die and didn't have a chance in this intense heat and sunlight. Over here, I just saw one here. Where is her? Oh, I saw one peeking up. We got to be careful now that we don't walk on our planting rows. Well, anyway, they're here. I saw one a minute ago. So the mung beans are coming up, and good. We just got to really keep this watered heavily until they establish a good root system, because as you can see, the top inch of soil is dry, baked dry. Now that's over here where we water with the garden hose. So let's see down here ways if there's any hope of life down here. I don't see anything at all. So I'm really hoping that our labors pay off here, because I don't see anything at all here. Down at the end, yeah. But see here, even this tiny bit of mulch, see, it's moist here. This tiny little bit of mulch pays off. Doesn't take much to retain the moisture here. Not at all. Oh, my rope is hooked up on my Leatherman. Yeah, we'll see, I guess. It'll take some time. But, it's odd. There's nothing on this half, just at the very, very beginning. Alright, well, I won't bore you with that as I'm exploring my garden, but it's going to be a good one this year, I think. This is going to be our best ever. Well, I'm running my battery charger. I've got all kinds of batteries going through this. I really love this thing now. This set is done, but I want to show you the display. See how that looks. That's the ThruNite, well, there's the model, MCC 4S battery charger. Takes anything you throw at it. I love it. Well guys, I just dropped the tree and logged it out, used my good old Husqvarna chainsaw. Boy, that cuts through pine like butter. This tree came down nice and smooth. And today wasn't windy. It's humid. I'm sweating like mad, so I gotta go relax a bit. But I got it all chopped up. Much as I'm gonna anyway. I'm gonna use the Sawzall for any finer work. And any of the brush is going through the mulcher, and any thicker stuff is going to the fire pit for barbecues and bonfires. So there we got our first ever bonfire wood for the homestead. And if the stumps aren't too sappy, the logs I should say, they could be really cool little logs to sit on until they get burnt, as they're curing, that is. I got a mess to clean up. So now I've got to come up with where I'm going to have a brush pile until I get the wood chipper going. But there's mulch, and this is the beginning of my new garden pathway, or my new garden area. So I'm going to rest. I'm not sure about this tree here because he's leaning more towards the solar panels and he makes me nervous. So I'm not really sure yet about that at all. And we have a bad thunderstorm on the way. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's getting really black. So I'm probably going to have to take care of the birds for a while, put them in or put a tarp over them or something. I think I'll just tarp them up. And it looks like that's what's coming. The dark over there. So I'll put my tools away and rehydrate. Hey guys, got a package in the mail. I hope you can see this. I'm setting up the GoPro on a stand, but it doesn't have a display, so I'm not quite sure. Now I can hook it up to my phone. The last time I tried that, I seized up the camera. Well, look at that. What's that? That's funny. Somebody sent us a tripod. I just have the GoPro sitting on a handheld stand thing propped up. I was giving Melanie my other tripod. Look at that. Somebody sent us a tripod. And Wasabi Power. I have no idea what that is, so hold on. Let me put this back down. Well, that's cool. Melanie and I will each have our own tripod. There's no note. Well, whoever sent that, thank you. Let me see what we got here. I hope this shows up on the camera. The tripod will certainly help. What's this Wasabi Power? The name sounds familiar. What's that? Little battery charger. What is that? Oh, interesting. Replaceable battery. It's a GoPro battery set. There's 2 batteries and a charger for GoPro from Wasabi Power. Well, whoever sent this all, thank you very much. So there's a tripod, which I'll get out and start using right away. Melanie can have my other camera and tripod for herself, and now we both got our own camera systems. Well, thank you very much. Look at that, guys. Mount for GoPro inside included. Look at that. So it's made for GoPro. Cool, huh? Well, thank you. Hi, Melanie. What you up to? Melanie's getting pretty good at making cards now. By the way, I'm holding my camera on my new tripod. Should be a little bit more stable too, because I'm not holding it directly in my hand. Do you have any examples, Melanie? Can you show us what you've been doing? She's getting pretty talented. What's this? Oh. Okay. Anything else? You've got a bunch of different things you've made before. Right? She's got quite the card making kit here now. Oh, there it is. Look at that. She's doing 3D type cards. Just making all kinds of cards in advance here. She's got all kinds of stuff now for card making. Well, let me see the one with the butterfly right there. Right there. Look at that. She's just making... Look at how she did the tree and the butterfly on it. She's got the raised impressions, and she's got the cutouts, and really nice. Look at all the cardstock she's got in there.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah?
That's
Yeah.
what
So while I'm out destroying stuff, cutting trees, and working with machines, Melanie's in here making stuff. This is... Oh, by the way, everybody asks about the baby room. This is the baby room, but right now it's Melanie's craft room and her little home in the world. This is her office and her craft room. The bed that came with the place is right there, and we just set that aside until, well, Mom and Dad want to take that home with them eventually. Hint, hint, Mom, come and get it. And then it will be the baby room when the baby's born. And pretty much the only thing we're going to do is put special curtains up. And Melanie has a dresser. That one right there, Melanie, is for the baby?
Yeah.
Okay, that one's going to be for the baby. So we already got a dresser in here for the baby. But Melanie and I decided there's no point in having a baby-only room when we don't yet have a baby. So now we have Melanie's craft room until we get the chalet set up and cleaned up properly, and then she can move her stuff over there. But we figured we might as well use the house while it's clean and warm and comfortable until the baby's there. Right, baby cat? See, there's the baby. There's the baby in the baby room. She probably heard me saying her name too much. Felix. Hi there. Say hi to everybody. He blinked. That's his hello. There's a baby for you. Felix. You're so cute. Figure putting these here looks better, and they'll cure well up here. And this is where they're going to be used anyway eventually, so might as well put them in their final resting place right away. Figure if we have a bonfire with other wood in the meantime, it'll just help these cure even better. Maybe I'll split them one day. I'll see. Gonna have a cool ring around the fire though. Hey guys, I asked a friend to help me, and he had a better rope than I just have a clothesline rope, and we used a come along, and we took this down right exactly where I wanted it. So I wanted to get it while the weather's nicer today. It cooled off again. It got brutally humid earlier, but it's comfortable now. So I'm going to run the last of my tank of gas out of the Husqvarna and trim that up as much as I can. That's a much bushier tree. Now, a couple people have mentioned, especially Bert, I know you're going to be asking why, that I should use them as a wind turbine mount, but they were so crooked and so spindly. By the time I take off all the junk, I'd only have about 15-20 feet of tree. And a friend of mine, actually the guy that helped me here, says we can probably get TV antenna tower pretty easily over here and do it upright. And man, the other thing is, this is way far from the house, and I don't want to have to run 200 feet of wire from here to the house, where I can put the tower up over there and have it done right. So that's what I'm going to do. This is just an inconvenient location for a wind turbine tower. Anyway, I'm going to run that saw and chop this up until it runs out of gas. Not too bad. That saw is pretty efficient. Does a lot of cutting on a tank. There's only 3/4 tank left in it from Pine Bush, and I got a pretty good share of the tree chopped up before I ran out of gas. Just a little bit more and I'd have had it. And then there's the big task of hauling all that stuff out of here. Oh yeah. But it really opens up the yard. I'll show you from a different angle in a little bit here. We just had quite a storm go over. Dark! Quite a rainstorm. It's just coming to an end. Melanie was watering the garden and asking, is it going to rain? And it started to rain. So it wasn't enough, though, I don't think, to really water the garden properly, so we'll have to proceed unless it rains some more. I still got to put all my tools away. And that gives you an idea. There was some rain, a little bit, but as far as the earth is concerned, I don't think it was enough. It's probably just yeah, definitely not enough rain to do anything. So we're going to have to water the plants yet tonight, unless it rains some more. I hope it does. Over here, Melanie didn't want to be seen on video because she's very shy about being seen doing physical work on video. But while I was working on the trees, she went and hauled these over. They were stacked up behind the house, and made a beautiful border around her herb bed. She wants to put mulch down in there and finish that up. Looks good.